welcome. It's Carla. I'm going to jump right into this because I don't normally have a bare face at any time. So I'm going to jump right in here. This is kind of a get ready with me. It's probably going to be way too long. I'm going to try to see if I can pause it like in between long periods. But I'm going to jump right in. First, what I do, I've been loving this BB cream by Garnier. Skin Renewal Miracle Skin Protector, combination to oily skin, light to medium. So I'm going to start with that first, and it's kind of messy. It's really runny. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I do shake it, but it kind of makes a little bit of a mess. But I just put it on my fingers, and I'm not really sure how to do this. I've got my mirror to the side. If y'all have any comments, or I'm going to take my nose ring out. If y'all have any comments or anything, please let me know on where I should put my mirror and such, and yeah. So I just kind of put that all over my face, and the lighting I'm working with today is not very good. So I'm very, very sorry. Hopefully once I get all this face put on, that, I can actually go to a window or something better so you can see what the finished product look like. So I just put that all over my face. I know you probably can't tell, but it's nice coverage, I think. And excuse me, everything's gonna start falling. And if you have watched me before, thanks for coming back. If you haven't, you're gonna notice that I do not edit, and the drops and if the dogs start barking or whatever, it's all going to be included. So if you don't like that, you might as well click out. I hope you don't. Please don't. But I'll understand if you do. So another thing that I have been loving is this L'Oreal Revitalift Miracle Blur Instant Skin Smoother. It says it erases the look of wrinkles, lines, and pores. Bunch of you beauties on here, of course, are nowhere near my age. So you probably don't need anything like this, but I do. I'm getting some crow's feet, laugh line, so I'm just going to put a little bit of that around my eyes, on my forehead, because I do have some, sorry, I got to get close. I always end up getting something in my eye, on my contact somewhere. So I just put that kind of everywhere, just with my fingers. Then, and I'm going to say then and a lot, and anyway, the combination, look, I'm jumping ahead of myself. I also love the pore professionals, and I just use a little bit of this because I do have larger pores from I have worn makeup, feels like all my life, but I just kind of just tap that in to where I know I have some larger pore problems. And for some reason, I'm not a very, very oily person, but for some reason this hot weather has been, I don't know, just making my skin shine. So the combo that I've been using recently is the Almay Clear Complexion Makeup, Blemish Heal, and 300 Naked. And I've tried mixing them and then putting one on and then the other, and then the number 7 Beautifully Matte. I don't know that any of this is showing up. Let me get back a little bit. So, I don't know if you want to mix them or if you want to put one on and then the other one on. I've done it both ways today for the sake of trying to keep y'all from clicking out. I'm just going to mix them together right here on my hand. And then I'm going to use my Real Techniques brush, and I'm sorry, you might see me not going to try to pick my nose, but for some reason it feels like sometimes, I don't know if, and I did just get my hair cut, so I may have some stray hairs too falling on my face, itching me to death. So if you see me, I'm not trying to pick my nose. It may look like I am, but sometimes I get kind of itchy when I'm doing my foundation. And then I'm just going to kind of buff that into my skin. I hope y'all are having a fabulous, fabulous day today. It is pouring down rain here in beautiful North Carolina. It has been for like, feels like 2 weeks straight. And the shirt I have on today, I got in New Orleans, when me and my hubby went on our honeymoon. And it says, I wish I was at Pat O'Brien's, New Orleans. So if you've ever been to Pat O'Brien's, or if you've heard or whatever, they make these drinks called Hurricanes. Oh my goodness. It does not take much for me anyway, but these things are amazing. Alright, so that's that. Now, I am going to try to pause this and come back, because the hardest thing and the longest thing and the most boring thing that you probably do not want to see is me put on my eyebrows. So I'll just show you what I do. I love, it is worn off. This is by Milani. It has a little spoolie thing on the end. And what I do is I go right here where this little part of my nose is, and I go straight up and I make a little line. And then I do the same thing. And then I just color them in. But as I've heard and as you all know, we don't need to treat these like sisters, we need to treat them as cousins. And sometimes I cannot take my own advice because I work and work and work and work on them. And yeah, so I'm going to try to pause this real quick and come back if I know how. Look, I'm making all